Pessoal, estamos aqui na Fármaco em Chicago. Estou aqui com o Dr. Ravi, o maior nome sobre a acondroplasia no mundo. Então a gente vai fazer algumas perguntinhas. Ele disponibilizou um pouquinho de tempo para responder algumas perguntas nossas. So, Dr. Ravi, thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. For taking the time with us to answer some questions. First of all, I would like to thank you also for being for caring about bone dysplasias. There are not many doctors like you. So what ignited this interest?
Thank you. You're right. We need more people that are interested, but I guess for me, it's 30 years ago when I started as a doctor. We had a lot of patients with bone dysplasias that needed help, and I really liked it and liked them, and wanted to help them be healthy. So we started our clinics many years ago, and for many years it was about trying to find the right diagnosis and then the best management. In the last 15 years, it's been amazing because I've been really trying to answer that question, well, how can you treat my child so that they have better health and they don't have to come to see me anymore? And the last 15 years has been incredible, and now we run many different trials, and as you know, we have vosoritide now as the first approved therapy.
Yeah, awesome. What's your vision about the whole moment in the treatment of bone dysplasias around the world? Do you think we have some chance to reach those kids who are can't find?
Yeah, I think it's really important because it's not good that we have a drug that not everyone can access. It's not good that we have a different rule in Brazil and Australia and India, and so what we need to do is we need to work together, and every country needs to have organizations like yours that can be advocates for their patients, and so we make sure that when these new treatments come, any family who wants to access them can access them once they understand the benefits and also the risks. So that's my goal. We have a long way to go, but I think we also have to put pressure on drug companies to make sure that if they're making a lot of money in one country, they can help another country that may be not as rich.
Yeah. So how important is the diagnosis to the patient?
Diagnosis is really important. Without the diagnosis, we can't start the management. We don't know what we're dealing with, and we can't treat everything the same. There are 700 different bone dysplasias. Everyone is different. And so with the diagnosis comes the beginning to the treatment. And now with new genetics and new access to diagnosis everywhere in the world, it's going to be easier. So it's very important to have a very clear diagnosis to know what we're dealing with. It's the first step.
Yeah, absolutely. So what message do you leave to parents who are desperate for a treatment for their children?
So I think it's really important because there's a lot of good management they need to have with their doctors, but also they need to be asking their doctors to do research and asking their doctors to find out all the new therapies coming so they can have access to those new therapies as well. And I hope that the doctors who are treating children and adults with bone dysplasias will also be looking at researching their best health, but also new treatments as well, because we need more people, right? It can't just be me and a few others around the world. We need more people to be passionate and to work closely with drug companies, closely with science, and closely with patient organizations.
Yeah,
and patients who don't belong to organizations too.
Yeah, absolutely. So what message do you leave to your fellow doctor friends and colleagues?
I think there's nothing more inspiring than when you can bring a treatment to your patients, because that's what they want, and then maybe they don't need to see you anymore because they're healthy. But it's been a great journey for me. we still have a long way to go. But I get to meet people like you, and hopefully I'll come to Brazil and be part of your medical day and meet your patients and your organisation. So I think that's what makes it worthwhile for me as a doctor. So I hope that'll be the same for the other doctors, and I hope some of the doctors in Brazil will also want to kind of learn more about skeletal dysplasias, because you have to start somewhere.
Yeah. Awesome. So thank you so much, Dr. Ravi. I'm really looking forward to having you with us in Brazil in one of our meetings, hopefully next year, if it all goes well.
Fantastic.
But thank you so much for having this time, and thank you so much for so many things you've brought to us during your lecture.
Welcome, and good luck with all the work you're doing. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Thank you.